Hey everyone, and welcome back to the job site for another episode of our start to finish house building series. This should be a good one. What we're doing this time is we're going to be going along and finally getting our doors installed now that we have the floor. And then we'll be going along and putting our baseboard along the floors behind me here and through the whole house, except for the bedrooms because those need carpet first. But we'll get the doors in and baseboard where we can and trim around the doors. So that'll be pretty good there. And then we're going back to the bathroom and getting that little accent wall there done and that stained. The front entryway there, getting that stained. The top for the fireplace is right over there, you can't see it, but getting that stained. So just a whole bunch of little things that are just getting this house just moved forward closest to the end. And if you watched my last video installing the flooring, there's a couple comments about me leaving the underlayment out, but actually what I did is I left a video clip out by accident, so let me do that video clip one more time. So what we're actually using on the floor here, or what we have down here, is a engineered bamboo flooring here. It just clicks together. It has the solid core in the middle. It's just a thin veneer of bamboo on the top. And for the underlayment, this one actually comes with the underlayment already attached to it. So on the floor there, that's why you didn't see me putting any underlayment down, which is something that you definitely need. But this one is a nice one. It already comes with it. So if it didn't have this, then you would see me putting down a nice roll of underlayment there. But that's all done there. I'm glad about that. The floor looks really nice. It's covered up. But I guess enough talking, and let's just go to work. Let's get started. So I think I'm going to start the day off by getting this top here stained so it can dry, and I can put the clear coat on later this afternoon. But the color of this was a big debate on which color to do it, and I couldn't really decide. So I put a poll out on the internet and let you guys decide which of these four colors should that top be. And overwhelmingly, the dark walnut there to match the floor is what won in my polls. So that's the color that this top's gonna be. One person said that color. I was thinking more of a gray, but 0 people said that color, so I guess that's out. But everyone agreed that it should be a dark brown to match the floors here. So that is what I'm gonna do. So thanks guys for taking that poll and helping me design this house a little bit. And next day here, yesterday I went ahead and put the clear on this backwood here, just so when you're sitting on this little bench here, you're not gonna put your back against the stain and get your shirt all full of stain. And then moving over here to this little top here, I went ahead and put a second coat on that because it wasn't quite dark enough, and put the clear coat on, and then we got that installed this morning. I definitely like the way it's turning out. So that is pretty much done. Take a little walk down here to the bathroom. I was just about to put the clear coat on this wall here, but when I put the clear coat on there, it kind of turned the wood like almost see-through, so it didn't even look white at all. So I put a second coat on there, wait for that to dry, and then I'll put the clear coat on. So that's a little morning update, what we did. So now it's on to what we're gonna do, which is put these doors in finally. This other guy, he asked me every 10 minutes if we're gonna put the doors on yet. So yeah, we're gonna put the doors on finally. So I'm looking forward to that. That should be pretty easy. Last year, I don't know if you saw my videos, but I messed up that door frame there. I made it 1 inch wider when I should have had it 2 inches wider. So the doors, instead of taking 10 minutes to install, usually took about an hour to install because I had to trim the door frame down on the sides and on top. So yeah, that wasn't fun. So learned my lesson on that one. So these doors should just go in there pretty easy. Get those put in, leveled up, and we'll probably start putting baseboard down. Maybe in the room behind me here, get these cabinets out so we can get the trash taken out and all the cardboard boxes taken away. But anyways, I guess we can go ahead and start putting these doors on. All right, check that out. Doors are in. That was a pretty simple process. Kind of all we did to get these doors in and make sure they're gonna close right. All the gaps are good. In the door handle there, you see there's a little plug in there. We left that one in there to make sure that the holes are gonna be lined up. And we just got it in the door opening and adjusted it back and forth with no screws or anything, just back and forth. And made sure that those holes are aligned. And then we went up to the top hinge there, put a screw in, and then did the door back and forth on the hinge side, just to make sure that those are still lined up. And when those are aligned, then we put the screws on the bottom hinge in the middle. And then we came to the door handle side and put the shims and screws in, make sure that line is, the gap on the door is even all the way up. And then finally, just make sure that that little plug can come in and out real simple and smooth to make sure that those holes are lined up. So when we put the door handles in and latches, then they're not gonna have any problems. But doors are done, so I think the next thing now is to go ahead and get the trim on around all the doors. Well, next day here, yesterday, I didn't film it, but we did more of this slow and tedious work here, which is putting the trim around the doors here. That's one of those processes where it kind of took the whole day, and it just goes real slow to get anything done, because you're just trying to get the measurements right and get your corners there so there's no big gaps in there. And then we always go back and leave about a 1/4 inch gap from like the inside of the door there to the outside of the trim there. And then everything just gets filled in with nice little bead of caulk there. Filling in all the nail holes. And to get those smooth, what I just do is come back with a nice soft like cotton rag that's piece of cotton that's wet. And just go over those nails and the edges there. And it smooths them down, and we'll go over that and paint those. And since we already pre-painted them, then it's just a little bit of touch-up work there to do. And then also went in here to the bathroom because I put on the clear coat on this back wall here, and it turned my wall completely yellow. So that is not going to work. So what I did is I did a little test spot down there where the vanity is going to go to make sure I could put some more stain on, and I didn't have any weird reaction, so had to go back for a third time and restain the whole wall white. But I'm finally happy with this look I have now and not yellow from before. So don't put clear stain over white stain because it's not going to work. But I guess the task for today is when we come out here and have little strips of wood to put in the inside of the door there. Since these doors are made for 2x4 walls and these are 2x6 walls, we have just a little bit of a gap in between. But I have some more pieces of wood already cut out that will go in there, and we'll put some nice trim on the outside. And this is going to be complete here. And then also we're going to go ahead and take these cabinets out and get those mounted on the wall, because I'm going to have to go to the dump and take all these boxes out and have another mound of trash back here from the flooring. All that stuff has to go. A bunch of stuff outside that has to go. But yeah, that's going to be it, kind of it for today. But everything's looking good. So I guess I'm going to go get to work and start finishing more of this house up. All right, so I guess kind of the task I decided to do today is I'll go ahead and get this inside trim on these doors here. Since, like I said, these are made for 2x4 walls and we have 2x6 walls. Let's just 2¼ inch trim there. It's basically just the trim for the door, but it's just flat there. It's supposed to go on the sides, but it's just the right depth. I can put it here. That looks perfect. And I'll come back with the actual door trim and go around the sides there. That's kind of what I've been working on this morning, and we'll see what this other guy has been doing. So he has been working on getting the doors painted. It goes on pretty nice. We've been using just like a foam roller, and it goes on nice and comes out nice and smooth. On the doors I did last year, I sprayed those with the painter. Actually, the one in there. But this paint is a little too thick for that painter, and I had to water it down a lot. So this one was keeping a little bit thicker and not diluting it, and just doing it with the roller. 2 coats is coming out nice. I'm happy with that. And that's actually for that back bathroom and then the bedroom. And then also, while he's been doing that, I put the little frames on. And since the doors are off, I've been coming back here and getting the door frames painted. And inside there painted. And in here back in the bathroom, have a big mess going on here because I'm getting the wood ready to put on the inside here, and then there'll be a little strip of trim going down the sides there. So yeah, I haven't really been videoing that because it's kind of boring just watching paint dry. So I will come back in a second and show what we've got done. All right, well, yesterday I was able to go ahead and get this frame put around the closet there. That's installed and painted, and that's finished up. And to get rid of some of the boxes, came behind me here and put the vanity in here. It's just temporary there. We have to still screw it onto the wall. We're just getting like the spacing right. And then on top of this, the countertop guys are gonna come and measure and have a nice quartz top for that with a nice custom sink in there. Just looking forward to that. We've got more of the doors painted. We have to get the other half painted today. This one's taken off, that's being painted. I still have to do this one because it's kind of yellow. But before I do that, I'm gonna let the other guy paint the doors, I think. And I have this huge pile of trash here that I'm gonna take to the dump, and there's a big pile outside that needs to go. So it's just, house is kind of getting cluttered with the garbage, so I don't really like that. And all of our kitchen cabinets here, all of those cardboard, I'm gonna take them out of the boxes and get the boxes taken away to the landfill. Actually, I'll probably take those to get recycled at the landfill. So save the earth a little bit on that one. Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get everything loaded up and all this trash taken away, and I'll see you guys in a minute. And back from the dump now. I don't know if you guys remember before, but it's just a whole mound of trash there, all the flooring boxes. So that's real nice to get that taken care of. A bunch of trash bags in that room. And then I went ahead also and took all the cabinets out of the boxes, so I could take the boxes and get those recycled. That's looking like. Just doing the work here, getting the trim painted, doors painted, and all that fun stuff done. And I think I showed you that before, but the vanity that is installed, so gotta wait for the countertop guys to come out so they can measure that. And yeah, it's just one of those projects where it just takes forever. But we are getting there. Well guys, I think that's gonna be a wrap for this video and this week's work. The inspector came by and looked at all the week's work. Natalie, she came by and inspected everything, and she's happy with everything. I'm happy with everything. We made, I guess it'd be a lot of progress. We just got everything painted. It's just one of those things where it goes super, super slow. We framed this whole house in 4 days, and now it takes 4 days just to paint 6 doors. So it's a slow process, but we're getting towards the end, just doing all the little things. While he was painting the doors, I was doing little touch-ups here and there on the paint, getting the bathroom all fixed up and finished in there, putting like the lights in there. So it's, yeah, I guess this is just a long week, a long process, but that's just the process that we're at right now. That point of the project. See, I can't even talk now because I've just been here all week focusing on these doors. But anyways, yeah, see here, I'm all ready to go. It's the weekend here, so I'm gonna end the video here and I'm gonna go outside, go snowmobiling and have some fun doing that and just get my mind off the house here and just get a little rest for the weekend. So anyway, guys, thank you for all your support here for me and the channel, and I will see you back here next weekend on the job site. Thanks for watching.